Welcome to World War II Valor in the Pacific National Monument. Behind me is the museum, and my name is Daniel Martinez, Chief Historian with the National Park Service here at Pearl Harbor. Why don't you come on inside? I want to show you the museum. This wall you're looking at are a number of portraits of people that were here on December 7th. When the visitors come in here, they get the idea of diversity, ages, branches of service, male and female, different ethnic groups. But the question that's asked here is, what happened to them? Did they survive Pearl Harbor? Documents like this, which is the war plan for the United States Navy, WPL 46, was a key document on how the Navy would conduct itself once war started. It was believed by many that war would start somewhere out there, not come here to Pearl Harbor. And of course, on the morning of December 7th, that's exactly what happened, but it wasn't just Pearl Harbor. As you can see from over here, it was the entire island of Oahu. This map shows some of the air defenses on Oahu prior to 1941. It was believed that the idea of attacking Oahu would be impossible by any enemy. But the advance of aircraft and aircraft carriers made that a very probable prospect. This exhibit shows the special weapons that were developed for the Pearl Harbor attack, the high-level bomb. In fact, that first one you see hanging in that first in the row is the type of bomb that sank the Arizona. It dropped from an altitude of 10,000 feet. It penetrated the deck of the Arizona and exploded in the magazine. But the weapon that was specially designed also for Pearl Harbor, and in the words of Admiral Yamamoto, unless they were able to solve this problem, the attack would have never taken place. And that is a shallow water torpedo with these special wooden fins, which allows us, when we talk to the visitors, to actually take it off and show them how this attachment allowed this torpedo to run now in 25 feet of water. Without that, it would plunge to a depth of 125 feet of water. Couldn't be used at Pearl Harbor because Pearl Harbor is 45 feet deep. This chart was found on one of the Japanese submarines and shows clearly how much information the Japanese had about our anchorage. The primary designer of the attack was Admiral Yamamoto, and then you'll see in the museum quotes from Admiral Kimmel. The attack was well planned and skillfully executed. He was the commander-in-chief here at Pearl Harbor. This is the Arizona as she is today. This model depicts her resting on the harbor bottom in 40 feet of water and 23 feet of mud. The Arizona memorial stretching across her. So this model that you see allows us to see the piers that support her and that it doesn't touch the Arizona. And this is great for the visitors because mostly the water is very cloudy. And you can see very carefully, you can see National Park Service divers working here, and the model maker put a shark right towards the bow. Not for fear, but rather as an homage to the shark god that the Hawaiians believe occupies these waters and protects the Hawaiian people. And so we were sensitive to the story, sensitive to the culture, and also sensitive that this ship, which looks like a shipwreck here, is truly that. But it's also a tomb for over 900 sailors that are still inside the ship. And the other part of that story, she's a reef. And out of all of this great death came new life. There's 2 green sea turtles that live on the bow, a multitude of fish and different organisms throughout the ship. So you can look at the USS Arizona in 3 ways. But the memorial designed by Alfred Price is the first World War II memorial dedicated in the United States to the memory of all of those who died on December 7th.